Balls of steel. That's all I can say about Donald Trump. The man has balls of steel. Why do I say that? Well, in case you hadn't heard, there was an attempted assassination on him yesterday. And I'm going to cover both his response and corporate media's response. And again, if by the end of this video you don't think he has balls of steel, please tell me, because I would love to know who is a politician that you can remember in your lifetime who's had the bravado and the courage and just the wherewithal this man has. Now, before I delve in any deeper, I just want to apologize as I've not posted for quite some time. I've just been busy with so many other things. As many of you know, this is not my main gig. It's not how I make a living. So unfortunately, life got in the way first. However, I'm at a point in my life now where things have resolved and I should be able to post more frequently. Now, let's dive into the story. Now, if you were watching corporate mainstream media in the last 24 hours, you would think that you needed a crystal ball to see this coming. However, you didn't. I'll tell you why. When the same corporate media has been vilifying him, basically painting him as Satan incarnate, as Hitler, all of these different things, fantasizing about his destruction, putting up pictures with bullseyes on him, when you have celebrities fantasizing about his death and all these different things, it's no wonder some crazed lunatic didn't act upon it thinking he was doing it for the greater good. That is what's bound to happen. And now you have this consternation, this hand-wringing by media saying, we didn't know this was going to happen. How did we know? We couldn't see it coming. Sort of like, we didn't know Joe Biden had dementia or he's kind of half out of it. I mean, who could have seen that coming? I know. These are the same folks that will gaslight you constantly. But it was interesting when this event was folding in real time, the media headlines that you saw from mainstream media. CNN ran a story about Trump stumbles. There was other headlines such as there was noises heard at rally. All of this stuff finally, after the relentless coverage by conservative media, basically portraying it for what it was, an assassination attempt, mainstream media was finally forced to capitulate and admit that that's what it was. And then, of course, they went into the, we don't know, we couldn't have imagined, who the hell knew? And that sort of attitude is where they adopted next. And we know that's not sincere, and we know that's not honest. Now, the other interesting thing was the reaction of leftist, crazy people, amongst them leftist politicians and these so-called thought leaders, these people who just, are very evolved. They're very emotionally wonderful human beings. They're just very inclusive. They welcome everyone. These people, if you ran across X, you saw headlines, and what was trending was, how could he have missed? That was a trending. And people saying, well, geez, I mean, it would have been wonderful if he hadn't missed, or he should learn how to shoot better. I mean, this sort of callous attitude. Now, you probably don't remember, or, it's been, like I said, memory hold. But in the last few years, there's been a lot of attempted assassinations of populist or right-wing people. That's right. You've got leaders in Japan was assassinated. You've had other attempts throughout Europe and stuff in different places. But it's interesting that there's no attempts generally on left-wing crazy globalists. I mean, it seems like people on the conservative side don't seem to react that way, but these leftist morons seem to go all crazy. Anyway, enough about them. You're going to have, like I said, more of the mainstream media trying to paint themselves as noble and, being even-handed and calling for and condemning violence and all this sort of stuff, when it's been the same people that have been ginning it up for the last 8 to 10 years against Donald Trump. I mean, they've tried everything with this man. Character assassinations didn't work. They tried lawfare. That didn't work. They tried bankrupting him. That didn't work. And I said to anybody I knew that I had discussions around this, that the only thing left was they'd have to try to assassinate him. And they were openly musing about this on a regular basis. I mean, that is, when you put on plays, when you have celebrities fantasizing about his death and all these sorts of things, again, like I said, it's bound to happen. But enough about them. Let's look at how Donald Trump responded. That, to me, is the most amazing thing. This man is undaunted. I have never seen a politician in my lifetime who's got balls as big as this guy. There is nobody. Again, you could be one of his biggest detractors. You could hate him for all. You could hate his tweets, whatever you want. But you tell me honestly, any other politician who would have the wherewithal to respond the way he did. What happens? He gets shot. Secret Service takes him down. He's getting back up. You can hear an audio saying where somehow his shoes got off. He wants to get his shoes on. And then he's got fist pump. And basically you can hear it mouth, fight, fight, fight. That is freaking amazing. That this guy didn't run for the hills. He didn't cower like some, I can imagine how Justin Trudeau would have responded. I'm pretty good, accurate guess, or most of these globalist, tardos would have responded. But this man, in spite of the constant relentless attacks that he's had over the years, all of this shit, he still stood his ground. He was defiant. He was not going to be taken down by these clowns. And that's what they fear the most. This man doesn't give a shit. He doesn't fear them in the least. And that's what frightens them the most. And the other interesting thing was the response of the crowd. They stayed calm and collected. There was no mad pandemonium. There was no storming the gates. Nobody got run over. However, sadly, there was a couple of tragedies. One of the people attending unfortunately died. He got hit by one of these bullets, and another person was injured. So that is a very tragic event. But the way that these people responded, as soon as he did his fight, 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 you heard, USA, USA. I mean, this is, I don't know. I haven't, again, like I said, you name me a politician who has his wherefore, has his courage, has his strength. You can, like I said, hate him all you want, but I guarantee you, if you're one of those leftist, liberal, crazy people, you would wish that your politicians had this kind of courage. That's what the man has. And he's not afraid of anything. He seems to take everything on and everything with stride. And that's what you want in a leader. You want somebody who stays calm, cool, and collected under pressure. And I cannot imagine a situation that's going to test you more than an attempted assassination on your life. Anyway, I appreciate you watching this video. Like I said, I will make an effort to post more often and more regularly. Please share your comments. You can also follow me on Rumble, on YouTube. I'm also on Locals. And of course, I'm on X. And I will see you hopefully much shorter the next time.